Welcome to part 3 of my PlayStation 2 collection. Got some interesting titles to show, so I'm going to talk about them. First game we have here is Medal of Honor Frontline on the PS2. Interesting Medal of Honor game. It's not my favorite. It's probably my favorite on the consoles, but not my favorite Medal of Honor game overall. There's some really cool cheat codes you can actually do in this game. If you look it up, it's pretty interesting. Show you. There's the manual and there's the disc. I remember my cousins brought this game over years ago when they were staying, and we had some good times with this one. My favorite Tony Hawk game. Yep, I said it. This is my absolute favorite Tony Hawk game ever. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Say what you will about this game, I don't care. It's one of the best. Yeah, like, it can be a really long tutorial. Yeah, the story is a little but the gameplay is just so fluid and just so... it's just great. I love it. I'm missing the slipcover though. If anyone has a slipcover of this, let me know. But this is the special edition. There's the manual and there's the disc. But yeah, the special edition has like additional levels and some additional bonus characters that you can play as, but really they're just skins. They're not really anything too unique, but found it cool anyway. In my opinion, this is one of those games that you absolutely need in your PlayStation 2 collection. Just saying. So many memories. The Punisher. I love the hell out of this game so much. Really, really freaking hard, but it's really good. It's based on loosely based on the 2004 Punisher movie, which is actually not my favorite Punisher movie. It's not my favorite Punisher movie, believe it or not, but the game itself is good. Some of the missions can be a little BS, but if you get past that, you're gonna love it. You get to torture people. There's some like parts in the game where you get to like torture people. It's so cool. Anyway, there's the disc. I heard this game's sort of rare now. From what I heard, it goes for like $40 online. Weird, but yeah, great game. Spy Hunter for the PlayStation 2 is loosely based on the arcade game of the same name. It's interesting. I didn't know how to play this game at first. Like, you do the missions and you got to do it all, a certain amount of missions, and you got to do it a certain amount of time. I didn't know that. I complete the missions once, but I failed the mission, and I realized I didn't do the missions fast enough. So it kind of adds to it's a very different, you know, driving action game. Yeah, there's the manual and there's the disc. I know my friend Fugitive Red Eye, or not Fugitive Red Eye, Forever Retro 82 owns the GameCube port, but he said it's kind of clunky, but I don't know. I've never played the GameCube port. But yeah, I love this game. Maybe I'll play the sequels one day. Ring of Red. This has sort of becoming hard to find lately. It's made by Konami, of course. It's a army tactical fighting game. I only played it for like maybe, I don't know, an hour, and then I just lost interest. But I will finish it because it does seem like a very cool game. I got this at a video store that was closing down. There's the manual and there's the disc artwork, and this game is read on a CD instead of a DVD. So unless if you have a slim or a really strong fat PS2, then yeah, I would suggest giving it a whirl, but one day I'll finish it. Triggerman. Haven't really played this one. I know it's made by Crave. Like, I played like maybe a little bit of it, and it's kind of like the Punisher, but not, I don't know, kind of weird. I know it's also on the GameCube, but yeah, it's like kind of like, it's basically a shooter, you know. Nobody threatens our family. Nobody. It's weird though. There's the manual. This is interesting. This is it says it's a CD disc, but when I look at the surface, it's like a DVD disc. So I'm not sure if it's like a DVD disc, but they mislabeled it as a CD. I'm not sure. It's one of the only games I have that says that on the disc. I think even in the back, yeah, the back it says CD, so I don't know. But yeah, one day I'll play it more. Rainbow Six Lockdown. I tried playing this game, and honestly, I'm not too big into it, but because the game, for whatever reason, and I noticed a pattern here with some of these games at the time, is that some of these games are just way too freaking dark. Like, you can barely see where the levels are, and it's just, I hate games like that. And you could barely change the brightness. It's like, I don't know. Other than that, it's a interesting game, you know. I haven't beaten it yet, but I will one day. I know it's part of the Rainbow Six series. But yeah, there's the manual and the disc made by Ubisoft. But yeah, I remember seeing this cover years ago at Blockbuster. I wanted to play it. Good times. Another game I got from a video store, Kengo, Master of Bushido. This was made also by Crave. It's like Mortal Kombat, but you know, not as interesting, but it's still fun if you have nothing better to do. And I will complete the game one day. Oni. The hardest PS2 game I've ever played. Without a doubt. The hardest. I never turn on cheats to play finish games. I did with this and what was that other game? Alter Echo. It was made by Rockstar. But yeah, this game was so hard. So hard. It's good, but it's hard. And I rage quit multiple times. It's like there's barely any, I don't even know if there's any what you call it, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, checkpoints. But yeah, it's there. I have it. I might do a gameplay of it. You never know. It's just ungodly hard. It really is. But it's interesting. The chick kind of reminds me of the Major from Ghost in the Shell a little. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Sphincter and the Cursed Mummy. Interesting platformer made by THQ. Super fun, really good adventure puzzle game. My friend says this is kind of like Zelda in a way, and it kind of is, I guess, you know. I really wish they made a sequel, you know. What can you do? But there's the disc and the manual. And it plays flawlessly too. It like runs at 60 FPS. There's the hint book in there. But yeah, definitely an underrated game right here. Spiderman 3. I don't know. I have Spiderman 2. I just don't know where I put it. And I have Spiderman 1 on PC. But this is a good game. It's not my favorite Spider-Man game, but It's loosely based on the movie, made by Vicarious Visions. It plays clunkier than the second Spider-Man game, but it's not too bad. Maybe I'll get the other Spider-Man games on the PlayStation. I don't know. But yeah, great game. Last but not least, we have Nicktoons Attack of the Toybots. Like I said, I only have the case for this. I don't have, or the Blockbuster case, I don't have anything else. But this is probably my favorite Nicktoons game of all time. I even own the Nintendo DS version. But yeah, and you get to unlock a bunch of Nickelodeon characters, like extra Nick characters that you can play as. And it's a really good story. I wish Nickelodeon was cool like this. Like, now they just kind of bank on SpongeBob all the time. Which, you know, to be fair, SpongeBob isn't bad, but, you know, I kind of wish that wasn't the only thing that's keeping them alive at the moment. Yeah, I heard they're bringing back Jimmy Neutron, and Rugrats, but I don't know how it's going to be. We'll see. But yeah, pick up that game. I don't have Globs of Doom yet, but I'll get that one day. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next part.